And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jingle bells, boom, 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 boom.
You hear the jingle bells, it's your boy Shane. Guess what, you better remember the name. This is Shot 30, and I'm your dude. Check your attitude, or you better send me a nude. I'm your boy, it's Christmas time, and I'm gonna bust a motherfucking rhyme. Was that good? I don't even know if that was good. I don't think so. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shane Newbert. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. They say in the streets, the carolers, they're all gathered together today to jingle bell for us. Have you ever done a little Christmas caroling yourself? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. I thought about doing a little Christmas caroling once before with my grill in. Did you see that grill malfunction? Hello, check it out. You know, Santa's not supposed to wear a grill or Louis Vuitton shades that pinch his nose and make him sound real nasally. But this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shane Newbert. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. And please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. You might not want to after that shit show of a start, but hey, before we get started, I want to say something real nice out there. Guess what? You know, the magic of Las Vegas. You know, you get there, there's the bright lights, there's maybe a guy blowing another dude underneath the steps with a cup of change, you know, like, hey, am I doing a good job? Do you want to throw a couple quarters in? You know? But hey, the love and the magic of Las Vegas, you know, you hear the coins dropping and people cheering because they just want some money, and you see loved ones walking holding hands, and guess what? A little magic of that happened from someone that I'm very close to. Me and Tim Reese, probably our closest friends, you know, like, you know, they're tops up there. I just don't want to offend anybody by saying that. But they got engaged. He popped the question. Oh, Jeff and Nina. Jeff dropped down on one knee in Vegas. What a baller. He hit that 600 spot on that slot machine, and he dropped down on one knee. And I'm proud of them, and I just want to say congratulations. Hey, there's nothing more beautiful than the start of, you know, love. Love. You know, and there's nothing better than, you know, the moment you're in right now, it only gets worse. Everything only gets worse from this moment for most people. So don't be one of those most people, you know. But hey, I'm proud of you, and congratulations. So I'm going to take a shot for them because I'm proud of them and I love them. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I'm taking my first shot a little earlier than usual, you know? And what have all you hooligans been up to? You've been missing the sound of my voice harmonating in your car? Have you downloaded the podcast for free on Stitcher, on Apple, on Castbox? Don't make the mistake of using your audio or your data. Don't make that mistake. Just download it and listen. I'll sing for you. I will dance for you. Well, if you download the audio, you won't see me dance, but you'll hear me panting because I'm a little out of shape. But my wife's pretty proud of me. I went 3 days without drinking. And that's why I haven't recorded a podcast, because it's called Shot 30. And if I'm not drinking, you don't want to hear me talk. I'm pretty irrelevant if I'm not drinking. But this episode's going to be a little bit about our loved ones, right? And Christmas time. And what are you going to get? This one's for the men. For the wieners, like I said before. What do us men want for Christmas? Well, if you stay tuned, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know what us men want for Christmas. We're pretty basic. I mean, me, I'm a bit of a diva. You know, I'm a bit of a 5-star, you know, calibre kind of guy. But that doesn't, I'm still easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning, you know? But the Shot 30 podcast is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies, and I know all those men out there would love to have some cakes and cookies. So go to your the best cake, cupcake, cookie decorator, and best tasting. I'm not just, she's not just all appearance. She's got the stuff in the middle that makes you jiggle. She's got that stuff in the middle that makes you wiggle. Yeah. But visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram today and get your baked delights. So, we have a little bit of a Christmas party coming up at our house this weekend. Have you been invited? If you haven't been invited and you listen, all you have to do is send me a message and I'll probably invite you, unless you're creepy or a serial killer, because I like people a lot. And I like people who listen to this podcast a lot too. They're probably my favorite people. But we're going to have a Christmas party, and I'm going to make jungle juice or jumble juice. I still don't know what it's called, but I'm going to buy one of those big Gatorade, that they dump on the coach after they win, or after they go 0-15 and then they finally get a win in the last game of the year. They dump the Gatorade on the coach in that cooler. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to pour vodka in it. I'm going to pour tequila in it. I'm going to pour Sprite in it. I'm going to pour Hawaiian Punch in it. I'm going to put Bomb Pops in it. I'm going to put fruit in it. And I'm going to stir it all together in my little witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. And then everybody's going to drink that, and we're going to party a little bit harder than we normally do. And I know you guys are excited. Maybe we'll do a freaking podcast with everybody just walking in here. That'd be fun, right? Would you like to see that? Do you hear me sniffle? I've still been a little under the weather. But I can tell you, last night, I woke up like I was in a horror movie. I was sweating. I was when drug addicts, they quit taking drugs, and then people tie them to the bed and they're just sweating and they're going nuts. That's the way I woke up last night. I woke up like a recovering drug addict. And I don't know why, but I was soaked in sweat, and I think that the fever broke. And I don't know what that means, but I say it. So I don't know why I say things that I don't really know what it means. The fever broke. What's it mean? It broke? It just snapped? Oh, good. Something just snapped inside my body and I shouldn't be worried. I should be happy. I don't know. Sounds like somebody's here. I'm taking another shot real quick. Thank you guys for being here, though. And if there's anything that you want to see here going forward, leave some comments. Let me know. Let me know what makes you tickle. Do you guys want to hear more of the callers? We have a shit ton of callers. Sometimes I just don't take them on the solo cast. I like to save them for the dual episodes. But maybe I'll take some callers for you guys soon. And maybe this Santa hat's really hot, but maybe I'll dress up. Maybe you guys want to see a Speedo episode? I know my wife does. She's a little horn dog. She's like a horn dog. We're like cat dog, and I'm the grumpy one, and she's the horny one. Cat dog. You remember cat dog? I used to love that shit. That's for all you Nickelodeon babies out there. Not this new Nickelodeon shit. Shot 30 podcast. Oh. And after you haven't had some of that fine nectar in your body for a few days, man, it really hits home. It really hits home. And if I drink enough of that, sometimes I turn into the horny side of the dog. I turn into the horny side of the toad. I remember when I was growing up, I bet you guys remember this too, the gas stations, they always had horny goat weed. Is that going to be something that's legal now when weed's legal? Horny goat weed? Is that what the goats were smoking on out there? Bah, bah. Give me some more of that horny goat weed. That's probably why the farmers are so weird. They're not just porking the animals, they're getting some of that horny goat weed. And I'm not saying that all farmers are porking the animals. Have you ever thought about that term, porking? Man, that's like bad too for like the pigs out there. They're like, oh, what does he mean? They're porking us. Does that mean we're getting down with them, or they're slicing us up and eating us? They're porking us. Those pigs, they hate that term, man. Porking. That's not good for nobody. Man, that kind of makes me feel a little, sad. Porking. It's just a little funny term for us. Like, we want to giggle. But to them, that's just not funny. Like, what if we said, porking's a lot like saying the term, to them, porking, if it means one of those two things, it's like saying to one of us, like, hey, you want to rape? You want to rape? Like, no, not really. Those pigs ain't wanting to pork. You want to rape today? You guys ready to rape? Man, our viewer count's like shooting down now, huh? Hey, maybe I should clip that. Maybe Timmery's gonna be mad I said that. No, Timmery's gonna hear him be like, "You want to rape?" See, that's like the way the porking could be used in a funny way. Is this making for bad radio right now? Okay, we're gonna get off that one. We're gonna scratch everything. I didn't mean any of that stupid shit. But hey, you guys, I bet, want to start trying jiu-jitsu, right? Well, that's why you should visit Conspiracy Kimonos and get your custom-made gi for jiu-jitsu today. Go on Facebook or Instagram, visit Conspiracy Kimonos. It's spelled, it's the way it sounds. And get your custom-made gi for jiu-jitsu and start whipping that ass. You ain't going to be that little pig that says, hey, you want a pork? You'll be that pig who puts the gi on and says, not today, motherfucker. Not today. Because today is not your day. Visit Conspiracy Kimonos today. Okay, so what do the boys want for Christmas? I'll tell you what the boys want. The boys want to be left alone. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in like, hey, maybe give your guy the gift of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let him get his little 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You got to give him a timeline, though, because that's what you don't want an addict. You do not want a PlayStation addict. And I used to be that. So I'm speaking out of, my past, like, you do not want an addict. But it is nice for him just to get away with the boys. Hey, you guys, what's going on? Oh, shoot that guy. And then the other guy's like, rape, pork. That's the friends that you don't want your man to hang out with. That's those idiots. But yeah, no, give him a little bit of time. Give him a little hobby, something. If your guy likes to make model cars, give him something that just lets his mind be free. That's a really good gift. Something that lets his mind be free for a few minutes. And then the way you suck him back in, is then you get him something that involves you for you guys to do together, like a puzzle, or maybe a 2-player game, or a Switch, Mario Kart. And that creates bad problems in this house because she can't beat my ass. She can. But yeah, maybe like you should just get a gift for that you guys together too at the same time. And I can tell you there's a lot of things that go under the weather that men like for Christmas that you probably don't think about. We love socks. We love underwear because we don't take care of our shit. But most importantly, we love shoes. And I'm going to say this in a broad spectrum. Some guys out there work hard, way harder than me. I can't even fix the heat on my wife's goddamn Jeep. She drove to work in a 10-degree weather. 10-degree weather, her heat wasn't working. While I'm driving in my company car, it's like 85 and sunny in my car. You know, I got a fucking breeze from the beachfront in my car. She's just dealing with a blizzard. You know, and that makes me feel like a little bit less of a man. But those kind of guys who work hard like that, they probably like a nice pair of working boots. A nice pair of working boots. Or if you got yourself like a high class, really cool guy, podcast guy, get him a pair of Jordans. Little pricey, I understand. You can find them. Hook them up with a pair of Jordans, Air Maxes, or LeBrons. Shit, I even was happy when I got my pair of Mellows. And Carmelo Anthony sucks these days. He's out there duck hunting on a basketball court, and you shouldn't be doing that. Hello, Carmelo. Get your shit together, bro. But you see Derrick Rose, game winner. You remember D Rose, game winner. But you want to know the number one thing your man will like? Get them a jersey from DHgate. Get them their favorite player. They're like $13, $20 tops. Get them their favorite player, favorite team. Visit DHgate, and you won't be sad that you did. I guess I take another shot, This is what Shot 30 Podcast is, and we have some guests coming up. And I had to cancel on a couple of guests, including Matt James. He was so freaking excited to be here, and he has a newborn baby, and I could not bring him into my home with me being sick, and then me get his baby. Like, if that was to go back to his home and get his baby sick, I would feel like that pig when you say pork, and that's the way I would feel. I'd feel sad and I feel bad, and I wouldn't like that. Shot 30 Podcast, thank you all for being here. But yeah, so there are some other things you can get your man for Christmas. You got to think your body is his weakness. You may be any shape and size, you may be any smell or color, and it's still his weakness. And so maybe you make one of those little pamphlet things, little coupon deal. $5 back massage. Ooh, that's good. And it's free. How about 20-minute BJ? That's a back job when you give them their back a massage. Or 20-minute FJ. That's a foot job when you jerk them off with your feet. Stuff like that. You can make a difference this Christmas. Ladies, gentlemen, are you guys hearing me? Are you hearing me? I'm glad this page is age restricted now, because I was never able to say shit like foot jobs before. That shit was illegal as hell. And I think you guys think that I'm probably a pretty awesome guy, right? Pretty awesome dude. But I can tell you, sometimes people treat me kind of bad. Sometimes people make me really sad. And if you know me, I'm not pulling your strings here. I try to give 120% to everybody I love and care about. Sometimes I don't have all the time in the world. I try to make up with it with gifts and messages, and I don't have a ton of time. But sometimes people make me really sad when they act like I'm nothing. They act like I'm nothing. And I think about things a million times over. You guys know I have anxiety. I used to suffer from depression. And so when, like, a friend of mine makes me super sad, like when it doesn't return my texts or my calls for days and days in a row, that makes me sad. Makes me feel like, what did I do as a friend? And when I thought about it, the last thing I did was I took this friend out to lunch on Friday and paid for their lunch. And then the next day, all I did was try to see if my friend wanted to hang out with me. And then 5 days later, I talked to this friend every day. 5 days later, he didn't respond. And that's why I'm doing this. You see that? Wait. Yeah, bye. Guess what? Here I go again on my own. You see that? If you're just listening on audio, you saw that I ripped a picture in half because that shit hurt my feelings. And people need to learn that I have feelings too, and I care about people. God, I got way worked up in that. Hey, you guys like really crispy haircuts? Really crispy beard trims? My guy Tremaine Jordan's out there in Kiwanee, and he's the best in the business. He's coming to the freaking Christmas party. Hello? Visit Buttery Blends for the best barber in the Midwest. Tremaine Jordan, hands down, he's going to treat you with love, care, and respect. And he's always messaged me back when I message him 5 days in a row. Visit Buttery Blends in Kiwanee today. And also visit Handmade by Haley. She's going to be at the Christmas party. Handmade by Haley. Handcrafted woodwork designs. All that shit that you see at Hobby Lobby, she pretty much makes it from her own house. And it's cheap and it's beautiful. Yeah, visit Handmade by Haley. It's Haley Paxton coming out of Kiwanee today. Shot 30. I'm taking one for that. So yeah, we're rolling on. It's what we do together. It's why we've grown together. And I hope you guys don't let my little emotional roller coaster hurt your feelings. And I hope Riley or that guy doesn't unsubscribe to the podcast. Because that hurt my feelings even more. You know what he should do? He should bring a buffet to my house and an apology letter. Been driving around in my car for a month with Christmas gifts in the car. I had more Christmas gifts under my tree for him than I had for myself. Like that were actually for myself under the tree. And I'm not even worth a text back. You know what? I'm done with this podcast for today. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you all for being here. And don't worry about my feelings right now because I'm going to go submerge in a little T-Dog butt cheek upstairs. I know she's ready for me. She's been calling me King Hogburger all day. Why she been calling me King Hogburger? I'm not going to explain right now, but it has a little bit to do with that pork and stuff I was telling you about earlier. Thank you for listening to Shot 30 Podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends. We continue to grow. Every single episode we upload, we see that more people are watching, listening, and we love it. Just make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe, and everything's good from there. I am Shane Newbert, and I like you guys a lot. And please keep hitting the text line, keep sending us what you think, and get ready for some guest episodes coming up. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Thank you all. Peace.